Meet us in the back row. I was telling you this off air, but essentially, you know, find the girl I'm going to marry. Could not be happier. I've never felt this way in my life. I've never been like, oh, I'm going to be a dad. Like, wrote that off 20 years ago, you know? And our biggest problem is being in our own way. Our biggest problem is we finally have everything we've asked for, right? I mean, same with this gig, same with finally have love, and we finally have someone who checks off all the boxes, who cares about us, like who wants to be in this for the long haul, who wants to be a mom, who wants to be all this stuff. And we're just used to either abusive assholes or unhealthy relationships, or that instead of just being like, oh my God, we made it, we're so excited, we're unlearning all these habits from these old relationships.
All right, so let me tell you the scene that's in my head. So Trading Places is screaming at me right now. Okay. So one of the most classic movies of all time, Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. And you know, the Mortimer and his brother bet $1. Right? That if they switch the homeless guy with the very wealthy, affluent, astute guy, it's a social experiment. I bet you this guy's going to devolve and this guy's going to evolve. So they do the switch, right? Set up Aykroyd's character, and Eddie Murphy is now in the mansion. Okay, so they're giving him a tour of his mansion. His shit. Like, this is all your shit. All of this belongs to you now. And this dude is like, and he's grabbing shit.
I remember this.
And putting it in his pockets. They're like, this is your vase, and this is your lamp, and this is your this, and this is your that. And he's just like, this is all amazing. And he's doing it in front of them. And they're looking at him, and they're like, they see now he's bulging in places, right? And so they're picking it, they're literally taking it out of his pockets. They're like, bro, this is your stuff. And he's like, oh, this is mine. You mean to tell me, all this is mine, so I can do whatever I want to? All this shit is mine? And so he picks up a vase and he starts juggling it, and he's like, so I can go Meadowlark Lemon with this, and he flips it and it breaks. And he thinks he's gonna get in trouble. I mean, this is a whole picture of God, right?
Dude.
He literally through Trading Places, right? So he thinks he's gonna get in trouble, and they're like, wow, we actually had that vase insured for like $80,000, but we bought it for $40,000. Look at this, Mortimer. This dude hasn't been here for 2 hours, and he's already made us money. What he didn't understand is that he couldn't fuck it up.
Right.
There was no way he could fuck it up. But he wasn't convinced of that. Even with people trying to tell him. And I think that's what happens for a lot of people, is that literally when you give your life to Jesus, you trade places.
Yes.
Because he traded places with you.
That's so good.
He that was glory put on humanity and died on the cross that you and I should have been on. And then he puts us in glory and tells us we can't fuck it up.
We really appreciate you guys. We want to give back to you like you give to us. Be part of the family, the Ohana, the group chat. Sign up for the newsletter, and we'll see you in the back row.